the god Poseidon in ancient Greek culture and mythology. Poseidon, the god of the seas, is one of the central figures of ancient Greek mythology. He was an integral part of the mythical universe of the Hellenes and often appeared as one of the most influential gods. He was revered as a mighty force, endowed with immense power and authority. In this narrative, we delve into the history and origins of Poseidon, his image and symbols, myths and legends, origins and family. Poseidon is one of the 12 great Olympian gods whose story is rooted in the era of the Titans. His parents were the mighty Titans Cronus and Rhea. Cronus, embodying time, sought to safeguard his power upon hearing a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him. Fearing this fate, he devoured his newborn children one by one. However, when the youngest son, Zeus, was born, Rhea, unwilling to lose another child, devised a cunning plan. She hid Zeus on Crete, giving Cronus a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes. During his time in seclusion, Zeus grew strong and eventually freed his brothers and sisters. Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia emerged from captivity, thanks in no small part to the wisdom of their mother. Freed, they united under Zeus's leadership and commenced a great battle against the Titans, known as the Titanomachy. After decades of struggle, the Olympian gods triumphed over the Titans, and to avoid future conflicts, decided to divide the world among themselves. They cast lots for their domains. Zeus became the ruler of the sky, Hades received the underworld, and Poseidon was granted dominion over the seas. This division, however, did not limit their influence to just these territories. Poseidon, for example, also took on the management of earthquakes and was considered the patron of horses, reflecting his role in various aspects of natural and cultural phenomena. In addition to his siblings, Poseidon had complex and multifaceted relationships with other gods and mortals. He often engaged in conflicts and alliances, fathering both divine and semi-divine offspring. By marrying Amphitrite, one of the Nereids, Poseidon fathered many children, including Triton, who became his herald. Poseidon in myths, rivalry with Athena for Athens. One of the most famous myths about Poseidon is his rivalry with Athena for the patronage of the city that later became Athens. The townspeople sought to select a deity as their guardian and grant it the honor of giving their city its name. To do this, Poseidon and Athena had to demonstrate their powers by offering valuable gifts to the city. Poseidon struck the rock on the Acropolis with his trident, and a saltwater spring emerged from the earth. This gift symbolized maritime navigation and trade prospects that would open up for the city, making it a center of sea trade. Athena, in contrast, planted an olive tree, symbolizing peace, wisdom, and fertility. After deliberation, the citizens chose Athena's gift, which brought stability and prosperity to the city. This decision set Poseidon against the citizens permanently, yet he continued to exert influence on the city's fate through the seas and tides. Poseidon in the Trojan War. Poseidon played an active role in the Trojan War, supporting the Greek forces against the Trojans. His involvement in the conflicts of those years demonstrated his role as a powerful ally and formidable adversary. In one legend, he and Apollo were punished by Zeus for defying the will of the other deities and forced to work for the Trojan king Laomedon, building the walls of the great city of Troy. However, when it came time to pay the promised rewards, the king reneged, and the gods unleashed numerous calamities and destructions upon Troy. During the war, Poseidon using his power, aided the Greeks by causing sea storms and hindering the movement of Trojan forces. Creation of the horse. Another significant myth about Poseidon is linked to the creation of the first horse. In this legend, Poseidon was enamored with Demeter, the goddess of fertility, and to win her over, decided to create a unique horse from sea foam. He transformed into a horse to capture her attention, and from this union came legendary horses known for their beauty and strength. This myth emphasizes not only his creative nature, but also his status as the master of all horses and the mentor of horsemen. The legend of Atlantis. The legend of Atlantis, about an ancient submerged civilization, represents yet another aspect of Poseidon's power. According to Plato, Poseidon laid the foundation for this utopian land, raising it from the depths in honor of his beloved, a mortal named Cleito. He built a temple there and surrounded the island with rings of water and land. Atlantis became a symbol of prosperity and wealth, thanks to Poseidon's intervention and his descendants, who formed the ruling dynasty. Over time, however, the inhabitants of Atlantis became arrogant and ambitious, leading to their downfall. In his wrath, Poseidon unleashed natural disasters upon the island, submerging it under the sea. This myth not only demonstrates Poseidon's incredible power and control over the elements, but also serves as a reminder of the importance of harmony and humility in the face of divine will. In each of these myths, Poseidon is portrayed as a complex god, capable of great creations and destructions, reflecting the image of the powerful and unpredictable seas over which he rules and governs. These stories continue to captivate and inspire, sparking interest in the rich and enigmatic heritage of ancient Greek mythology, attributes, and symbols. Poseidon is typically depicted holding a trident in his right hand, a symbol of his dominion over the sea. According to legend, the trident was forged by the Cyclopes, the giant blacksmiths, and given to Poseidon as a sign of his might. With this tool, the god could raise enormous waves, summon storms, and cause earthquakes. The trident became a universal symbol of Poseidon, representing not only his dominant power, but also his character as unpredictable as the sea. Another important symbol of Poseidon was the horse. Myths claim he created the first horse and gifted it to humanity, linking him to the origins of horsemanship and chariot racing. Poseidon himself was often depicted riding over the sea on a chariot drawn by horses galloping on the water's surface. Dolphins were also seen as Poseidon's companions, strengthening his connection with the sea and aquatic elements. Character and influence. Poseidon is portrayed as a powerful and often unpredictable force. His nature mirrors the traits of the water element, from calm tranquility to fierce storms. Poseidon is often depicted as quick-tempered and easily irritable, ready to unleash his wrath upon humans and other deities. However, he was also known as a fair and benevolent god, and sailors often invoked him in their prayers for blessing and safe passage. His influence extended far beyond the sea. Poseidon was also known as the Earth Shaker, hinting at his ability to cause earthquakes. This additionally linked him to powerful natural phenomena, prompting people to revere his power and seek his favor. Cult and worship. The cult of Poseidon held a central place in ancient Greek religion, especially in coastal regions. Numerous temples dedicated to Poseidon were scattered across ancient Greece, the most famous of which was located at Sunion on the Cape in Attica. This temple harmoniously blended with the surrounding landscape and served as a beacon and place of worship for seafarers. Poseidonia, a city named in the god's honor, also gained fame as an important center of his cult. Greek sailors often conducted rituals there and offered sacrifices to Poseidon in hopes of his protection. In addition to temples, there were numerous festivals and competitions dedicated to Poseidon. The most famous were the Isthmian Games, held in Corinth every 2 years. They featured athletic and musical contests, serving not only religious purposes, but also unifying the Greeks. Conclusion: Poseidon, as one of the most important gods of the ancient Greek pantheon, left an indelible mark on history and culture. His multifaceted image and enduring myths underscore his enormous role in the consciousness of the ancient Greeks and keep him relevant today. As the patron of the seas and master of earthquakes, Poseidon continues to be a symbol of natural power and majesty, inspiring generations and remaining a part of cultural heritage. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about ancient Greek mythology and other fascinating topics, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click the bell to stay notified of new releases and give us a thumbs up if you found it interesting. Leave comments with your thoughts and suggestions. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next videos.